Well, Henry, there's something to be said about professionalism, being on time, being prepared
There always
for
is.
your job.
Yep.
There's a big thing to be said about that.
Well, with
Let it
that
be known,
said,
the stuffed chicken has more responsibility. Hey, Trace.
All right, Jason, shit-talking O'Toole, back as usual. Anyway, semifinals, boys. We've made it all the way to Championship Sunday. A lot going on here, and so far we almost saw Henry in a dress. Didn't actually happen that way. Perhaps he'll double down at some
4 more
point.
kills is all it took.
Scary, isn't it?
Yeah.
A little scary.
1 more round.
A little
Enough.
exciting.
Nonetheless, good looks there, I think.
Yeah, Vitality looked great, which is kind of what we said, like, expecting, ENCE to be in better form than what we've seen them throughout most of this event, but Vitality really showing some prowess and obviously the weakness events on Overpass. This was always a very real possibility. Inferno is going to be exciting.
We haven't seen much Inferno, if any, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I can't recall. I'm sure we've seen it at least once or twice.
We must have done.
Yeah.
But just
It's been a long
the
week.
point still stands. We haven't seen it really being popular. Like Vertigo's had more of a showing. than
Pretty sure.
Inferno.
I'm pretty sure we saw Ghost play it a couple
Yeah,
times.
maybe
His
once or
Freak
twice.
was kind of maneuvering around that B-bomb site, playing with
Yeah,
shotgun
that could be
and whatnot.
true. One of the games I wasn't there for.
Could be true. Could also be a lie.
Yeah, could be. Vitality will start on the T side by the looks of things. I assume we do a knife for the third map. Whether that's happened.
I would imagine so. I
So?
don't think it's happened yet.
Yeah.
Players just came in as we sat down.
They're not all on the server just yet. I'm going to turn myself up here a little bit.
Yeah, it's gone a bit quiet.
Well, no, I can hear. Is that better?
You turn me up as well. Is that
You know
okay?
which one you are?
No. Just do one of them.
Just do all of them. All
Yeah.
right.
Oh, that's better. Whatever you're doing there. I like that. Yeah, that's good. That's
Harder.
real nice.
Yeah.
That's a bit too much.
That's the spot.
Yeah, there you go.
It's it's so sensitive. It's unreal.
All
So
right. That
I'm
sounds
like-
good to me.
anyway,
We're missing Halvoy. He's not coming in. Or
well, the chicken's here. I'm here. You guys are here. Halvor should be here any minute.
are any of the other boys, Launders and Fiffy, here? Are they
Yep.
just
They're just chilling. They're the next game.
grand finaling it?
What? No.
So, everyone been doing good. All the costumes out of the way. We've got a couple of the skits out of the way. We have a few more things planned. After this series is the what's up, bro? After this series is the unveiling of the new map. So you'll
That's
want to
true.
stick around for
Cool.
that.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to miss that.
The one Fifth Lion's been working on with Launders.
And
but-
Val.
I think Valve are involved in it as well. Yeah.
Involved. Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
We I had a sneak preview of the video yesterday. It's top notch.
Sick map.
It's good. Yeah.
Nice.
A
I'm
lot of
curious
cool
what
things.
Launders brought to it because he's like KZ guy.
Yeah, there's a lot
trick
of
jumps.
fancy things. It's not a map for people like me who and
Can't
maybe
jump?
like me and Pasha who don't really have what you would call any movement skills in the game of
So,
Counter-Strike.
Jason, shake your head, yes or no. I mean, we can't really see that right now. Is it Tuscan? It is, huh? Okay, that's nuts. Okay.
Okay. Bit of a spoiler there, Trace. But
Sorry, guys.
All right.
Try not to give away too much.
Yeah, well. Oh,
Oh.
what do we have
Oh, here
here?
we go.
Liege.
Do they know they're on camera?
They probably have no
Ooh,
idea.
That was pretty.
Okay.
Pretty good shot.
Here we go. That's trash.
Now, if you
So-
had to bet on one horse in this race, no pun intended, which one would it be?
Steve, Joker Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Think
he
better
was
than
balling
Liege?
too. He was balling in basketball.
Yeah,
no?
he's got some shots.
All right. Henry, could you take both on? Or not?
With that form
Kinda
that
what?
Liege is bringing
Could
out
you beat
right
both
now,
of them?
I have no idea. We've seen one shot.
That
Yeah,
is-
this is like
it's
you're
we've
usually
not seen
pretty.
anything.
You usually are a pretty quick judge of
We'll have a
skill.
look.
This is not
See.
great ping pong posture. You can see Liege barely ready. Oh, look at that.
Right.
Awkward
Well, It's
backhand.
difficult to really gauge
Well,
any skill.
You see, when we put the camera on them, he nailed a pretty nice shot, but then after that, it's like it's all falling apart.
All downhill.
Sunshine's not even a dog's ass once in a while.
All right. Any dogs in particular, or
Never heard that saying?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I usually have a lot of things.
Get the camera away.
Oh.
No, turn that shit off.
CJ, turn that shit off. Not even here.
Liege just had enough.
Zaiwu also really kind of feeling down on himself. I mean, there was a real potential in that map to kind of.
Kind of let everyone down, didn't he?
He may have won the map, but he really did lose the battle, didn't?
Yeah.
Right? Like-
Yeah. Well, won the battle, lost the war.
Well, headsets
Yeah.
going on bodes well for us getting into the game. So I can imagine that that's on the cards here relatively soon. In the meantime, this is Beyond the Summit. This is semi-final number 1. The next one will be immediately after.
Liquid Renegade or Liquid NRG. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's a great
NRG,
game.
RNG.
Yeah,
I can
I'm
understand,
except yeah.
Yeah, it's a great game coming up.
And
I think these
NRG
semis
won
levels-
2-0 last night.
Yeah.
That's right. They
They've been looking
did.
pretty good, actually. From start to finish. So it's going to be interesting to see.
This is a good event for them, though. I feel like this is the kind of event that team would like thrive in. There's no pressure.
I mean, they won last
You
year,
know, the-
right?
Yeah, they won the last one.
Yeah, they won the
so
last
They
one.
are defending Summit champions. But ultimately, I NRG has cemented themselves at the top NA Counter-Strike. Yeah, for sure, 100%. They're on the international scale, but I feel like they can make a bigger impact, and I feel like that's probably what they're looking for.
Yeah, I think everyone's waiting for that little bit of a bigger impact out of them.
Like a massive one, right?
Like some actual implications of being able to say that this team is going to be, you know, a dangerous team deep into tournaments time after time.
They won, what was it, IEM Shanghai.
Yep.
So, like, after that, we got to see them run through Star Ladder, and I don't know. It does
Obviously
seem
win
a little,
Summit as well, so.
Yeah, it just seems like it's not entirely there yet.
No.
But this knife round certainly is. Slicing and dicing, Zorro has come out, and he does favor ENCE.
Wasting no time. I like that. A little bit of a battle charge.
Now, how many kills are we going for in this game, Henry? Are you feeling like...
I feel like I've put myself out there now.
Yeah.
Someone else can.
Trace, that's you.
Jason looking directly into my eyes as he says that.
You never step up to the plate for the team.
What? Okay. I guess.
Trying to goad him into it. I like it.
Why is it like this? That's definitely not true, but you know what? You guys got any ideas? What should my wager be? We
Okay,
can't
Alu, CT side. Let's go with that.
Okay.
What about 20 kills for Alu, CT side of Inferno?
And then what happens?
You put the dress on.
20 kills CT side.
You can wear the tactical vest with it, too.
Yeah?
Make it a little bit more macho.
Yeah, okay. If I can wear the tactical vest, I'm in.
All right.
Cool. 20 kills for Alu, and I'll put on a
And the
fucking dress.
first half is all I'm saying.
Really,
Yeah,
not
20
happy,
kills.
really not happy about the bet you just made.
In the first... Well, because I know what Alu's capable of, and he was hitting some bangers in the last map, right? So, well, this should be fun.
See what he can do.
20 kills, CT
Well,
side.
now that that's locked in, Alu, I do consider to be the best CT sniper in Inferno. So
Now Henry's got a bone in it. Finally.
see
Can't
what he
wait
can
to
do.
lady leg with the dress on. It's going to be nuts.
It's going to be so much fun. Well, let's have a look at the buys as they come in. Once again, Vitality, no utility, Jason. Like, in Inferno especially, that makes the B-bomb site almost a no-go for them, right?
You don't even really have the fallback plan of like
Yeah.
just a standard, you know,
You
smoke
have to
towards spawn.
you have to pretty much go A on this. I guess not necessarily, but like if you're looking at the rules of Counter-Strike, trying to plant without a smoking CT spawn is a bit of a nightmare. Even getting towards a bomb site is hellish against those USPs as they're rotating in.
It's got to be just a very, very aggressive strategy from Vitality with
It
this.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
here we are.
formidable.
Already up mid, and they're just going to blow up on this. This is perfect, actually. You could see Ed's just... Alu's in full retreat at the moment. He's got bailed out. There's the first of 20 for Alu.
19 remaining.
Yes, that's true. Oh, great.
18.
Just get an ace, dude. Just
To get it over with.
20 in the first 5 rounds. Like, oh, okay, well, great. Thanks, dude.
Well, it looks like now 2 versus 1. Bomb not planted. They could go to B, I suppose, now. But they're both going to be towards A. Looks like the plant will come in momentarily. Very safe plant at that. Faking it out just to see if it baits out the reaction from the CT. And now he knows it's a fake. He's got even closer. It's actually helped him out somewhat.
He doesn't know where the second player is the big issue. Ooh! Maybe not. Maybe it's not an issue whatsoever.
That's a nice shot. Now he has the advantage. Done damage. It's a beautiful shot to close things out. Alu with 2. Sergey, they will finish it out in the clutch as well. No bomb planted there, Jason. They've at least got that bomb down and got their bonus cash. They've got nothing really from that.
It's one of those things where like it looks silly looking back on it that they didn't just plant the bomb,
Yeah.
right? But they just wanted to find out where he was. If he was coming from the flank, if they wanted to maybe bait him out halls and get a better plant, or just know where he was going into the post plant, and that's really unfortunate. It's just some beautiful shots from Sergey.
Great stuff. Force buy in response.
All SMGs.
Great.
So just Alex, who is the in-game leader, he'll be with Glock, no armor, and a smoke Molotov. So interesting that he's not kind of on with the same level as his teammates.
Rare Tech 9 sighting.
Indeed. MBK still true to the cause. Smokes towards Library and Arch. Going to focus towards the quad and see if they can break through and get that bomb planted this time.
Ariel playing this from the pit. He's going to start to mow them down as they walk right in the crossfire. Alu, thank God, only one so far. And that has worked out pretty well for ENCE. They're able to retain 5 of these weapons. And for at least the side of Vitality, money not quite where they want it to be just yet. So I suspect some more pistols come out.
Yeah, full eco at this stage. Maybe a smoke from Alex, a flashbang to see if they can get the bomb down, considering he didn't invest as heavily. See if he's that way inclined. Didn't really get anything done there at all. Third and final map of our first semi-final here. ENCE with the upper hand. 3-0 start, looking very likely. Alex does indeed invest a little bit more. He goes for a deagle this time. Though he's got armor as well, so he could have joined his teammates just to know, like last round with the same sort of buy and not gone down so quickly, but I guess it wouldn't have made that much of a difference considering how the round went down.
Alu now.
All eyes trained on
Lots of kills
Yeah,
available.
listen,
Jalali.
these anti-ecos, we're just going to stick in Alu's POV.
spam this Jalali. What, I think that's how it is, right?
I don't know.
Sorry, I know you're not really in tune with the Twitch chat.
No, I'm absolutely
I
not.
kind of consider myself
A connoisseur of
One,
Twitch chat?
one of the people.
I'm like one of the people. I really do love each and every one of you, in one way or another. So
Going away from Alu, which is a bit upsetting.
Yeah.
no, this is good news.
They can
Lexi
funnel
B.
him back, though. If he just gets one of these kills.
Maybe Alexi just drops that Molotov and they turn it right back around.
and he just mows all 5 down, and then
Yeah.
everyone's happy. Trace's expense per usual. So
Yeah. It's normally what happens.
all right, well they haven't done that. They've actually poised up for banana, and that Molotov does finally come out. But ultimately, it's Zaiwu that doesn't give a shit. He's ran right through it.
What the?
What?
There's a gap in that molly, I guess.
What a wild man.
X7 gonna try and hold the line. Now he's gonna be pinned down, and there's Sergey. That's a nice round from ENCE. 3-0.
Go Alu.
Here we go, then. The upgrades. Not looking too good for ENCE because they've got 4 SMGs, so they might want to throw one of them away. We'll see if they're that way inclined. There's an M4, so MP9 does get thrown.
They're gonna give it to Alu.
Hell yeah, they are.
Fantastic.
They actually dropped the weapon for him as well.
Fantastic.
Keep that money nice
wait.
and healthy.
Nope, nope. He's back on the ump.
Okay.
Either way, somehow. AWP coming out on the side of Zaiwu, who had a red-hot overpass. Let's see if he can find some of that form here.
Maybe this is because of the SMGs, but they have 4 players at this B bomb site, and I'm wondering if maybe they want to do something really aggressive, like delayed when they've lured Vitality into Banana a little bit more. You could see the nade usage being here, and you'd imagine these SMGs going to start pushing forward.
Oh, Molotov's going to force that player from ENCE off
Oh,
of the tree.
RPG is so done.
Ultimately, the flash is going to let Alexi B rain through them all. Grabs 2 before he's eventually traded out by Apex. All that pressure applied on Banana has been very fruitful thus far here on this first buy round for Vitality. 2 of those AKs already hitting the ground, and that'll give an option for ENCE to pick them up too.
I don't even think Vitality saw the numbers either. Obviously,
Yeah.
if they knew that there was 4 players in Banana, or even 3 players, they probably just
Leg it up.
pivot to the A bomb site and just go highly aggressive. The fact that they
Yeah.
haven't made that response, they just didn't know how many players were there.
And that's to the credit of ENCE, right? Like not giving away too much utility, not throwing 3 Molotovs, but you know, keeping it to a reasonable level so it's not easy for Vitality to make that kind of deduction.
They're going to do what they can out here on this A bomb site. Ariel with the first contact and the first frag for ENCE. Sergey grabbing 1 as well, so it only leaves Alex left. And, well, he's still alive. And
Plant's
Plant.
going to be super helpful. Ooh, Alu got a free AWP out of all this.
He did indeed.
That's very nice.
If he survives, though.
He's surviving. Oh, he's getting the
ran
skill.
right in there. Didn't get the kill. So
See, this
all's
would be great if the defuse just gave us 3 frags like it used to.
well. I smell food.
Yeah, it smells real good. Oh, it's just arrived. That's why.
Oh God!
Boss man's arrived at the food. Pause the game.
Can't tell.
Let's go.
Oh boy, it's Wingstop.
Oh,
Yikes.
I'm
I'm gonna look.
Wings and ranch.
Gonna look a little bloated in that dress. I do fear.
not quite ready for the prom this time.
Not quite ready for the
Oh, God.
Wingstop. What a blessing, first of all. Shout out BTS for having some of the
God bless it all.
loudest catering in the entire world.
And the pink starburst.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are nice, too. Also, some cheese puffs were hidden in the corner over there, so thanks for those as well.
There
Here
we
he
go.
comes, my boy!
There we are.
That's what we need. That's why he's considered the best Trace, as he racks them up.
He's got 5 now.
Enthusiasm shines through.
Perhaps he'll crater or something. Eliminating himself in the round. That would be rather
Ideal.
nice. Meanwhile, it's Vitality that want to pressure B by Vitality. I'm just talking about the 2 left alive in this round. RPK and
Oh,
Apex.
wow.
What good damage.
Yeah, quite a bit of damage.
I have
on
no
that
idea,
XP.
but
Just learned that angle.
He's going to get it again, isn't he?
Oh, he's going to go for it.
Boy,
Alexia's learned, though.
them wings, man. Oh,
smell.
really getting to me.
Those vegan wings in.
Sorry, I only eat gluten-free vegan
Yeah.
hot wings.
It's all down to this. 2 on 5.
Yeah.
Oh. Gnarly fountain position is going to pay off as well.
Finally gets what he's looking for.
Yeah.
Well, that was good. Good overall for everyone involved.
So, T-side, we haven't seen much of Inferno from Vitality.
I was about to say, like, we've been talking highly of their T side so far throughout the tournament, but on Inferno, it was their CT side that was pretty cool, right? Like with how they would regain banana control, you know, for mid rounds, etc., with the Molotov usage, that kind of a thing. That netted them a lot of rounds.
This map on the T side feels really constricted for Vitality. Like, they had a lot of really cool moves about going between the bomb sites, but this just feels like everywhere you go, they're locked out a little bit.
Yeah. Might need to start getting some opening frags to make the job a little bit easier. Right now, they've been going down early a lot.
They've been losing the banana battle from
Yeah.
the T side, haven't they?
And once they stray towards mid, there's Alu.
The things you can't unsee, Henry.
Absolutely. 5-0. Galil outs. RPK will be the unlucky one that has to wield that. 4 AKs. Ali still in the AWP. 2 fantastic shots to keep them in the lead in the previous round. As you can see at the top of your screen, 1 map apiece. Final map is Inferno. We are back to a traditional best-of-3 system here in the playoffs. It's Liquid and NRG who play next to decide who will be the finalists. Right now it's looking very good for ENCE. Been a rough tournament for them so far. As long as you got to this stage, though, it didn't really matter. The top 4 teams were always going to be very competitive. Banana control gifted to the French. Looking good. Remember, 5 players together has been their calling card. And the big man's there. He'll take one down. Good nade as well as he gets the second.
That's what I'm talking about.
Maybe a third
That's
is on
what
the
I'm
card.
talking about.
That's really what we need here, Trace. That's exactly what we needed him to
I
do.
can almost see him in the dress already.
Yeah, it's a
Not
wonderful
that
thing.
It's something you haven't thought about, I'm sure, at some point in your life, Jason.
Never, just these last 10 minutes.
Okay. Brothers, of
But
course.
it's been a good 10 minutes.
It's been a very good 10 minutes.
Well, it's getting a little chilly in here.
It's on the shrink now.
Everything's starting to kind of shrivel.
Encourage.
And it's 8 kills for Alu. The magic number is 20. For
Here's the
B2.
real thing about this bet that I think is really wrecking you, Trace. At least when Henry was getting close to the 40s, right? It was the second half. So there could have been, you know, less rounds. This is a definite 15 rounds of this half.
Yeah, but here's the thing is, like, first of all, if he does get to 20 within the first half, that's the bet, right?
Yeah.
So then I'm wearing the dress for the second half.
No, you're wearing it for the next
Second
segment.
semi.
The next
Second. Hold on now. And who decided all that?
You think you're wearing it for 30 seconds?
When were
It's
you
not a
gonna
bet.
wear it?
Who cares you wear it for 30 seconds? You're
Who said
wearing
anything
it.
about 30 seconds?
Got to be on camera.
You've got to be on camera.
Okay, I'm going to be on camera. That's going to happen.
When
Don't
that
worry.
second semi finishes, you can take it off.
No.
Strict man.
What do you
HenryG,
mean, no?
the arbiter of the bets.
Yeah, I had
No.
no idea I was dealing with the actual kingpin here.
Look, man, what do you think I was going to do?
bookkeeper.
Was I going to wear it for 5 minutes and take it off?
So you're going to wear it for a game?
They were
Okay,
going to
so
wear
you
it to
would have wear it for a
Dallas.
game as well, then.
Not the whole match.
All right, let's not get into
One
this
map.
cat fight just yet.
Oh, he does this all the time. He signs up at things and then just backs out of them.
That's not true. So, all right. Carry on.
There you go.
Well, also, mates, 6-0.
And
Alu with the AWP getting aggressive, of course.
what a buy, though, from...
We're going to love this. This is going to make us happy.
softening them up. It's a bit too much.
It's all a fake. NBK trying to create some presence. Ooh, this is going to be rough for the T's. Aerial 2 kills. That makes this infinitely harder, and the rotations are in as well. The bomb site is going to get locked down by the defense as Sergey slides in. And I believe he's got some reinforcements as well. And X7, although he's gone down now, all of a sudden it gets a little interesting. A plant in the possibility for Vitality. It's got to come quick, though.
Not sure he can do much with this. Has got a minute, though. Waiting for a mistake. No reason for ENCE to peek this.
Alu peek.
Get it done.
Oh, he's in mid. That sucks.
Yeah.
Nice finish.
7-0. Yes, he is a nice finish, gentleman.
That's it. That's good.
That's the one.
Plenty of money for ENCE.
Yeah, there's really nothing to talk about with Vitality at the moment, is there?
No, they're doing like weird buys though. I guess that was a. Yeah, I don't really know what that was because it does restrict what Alex is able to buy, even though the rest of them could potentially do it. But getting a solo AK with a bunch of Tech 9s. And
I think at
whatnot.
that point they were just desperate for anything, right? Any economic
Yeah.
damage that they could cause. Because look at how much money like Alu's at 1,400.
But that's
Sergey
the thing, right?
over
Like
10K.
it's too far gone at that point.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like. Because ENCE have been mopping up pretty nicely so far.
Here's a buyout on the board for Vitality in this round. They're going to have the AWP on Zywoo.
Yeah, rest of them should get AKs, and Alex is actually okay. Going for light Kevlar instead of See, these are the kind of buys I don't necessarily get because on Mirage they decided to sacrifice all the weaponry just to get utility, and here they go the other way around.
Yeah.
And the tragedy here is for Vitality, and unfortunate, RPK still
Yet to frag.
not with them like he has been in the previous days. Something for ENCE to look out for.
Ooh. There's no way Alex is expecting 2 players to be this far out.
Ooh, that's a ballsy peek. Sergey's got it. Gonna fall back as well. NBK a little late for the spam and also has to be cautious. Stacks in those halls, as you saw. Third player on those stairs, ready to swing in if needed. Five on 4. Again, just really struggling to find opening kills.
See if they can recover, but so far, so good for ENCE. The in-game leader has gone down as well. That always makes things a little bit more tricky. See if the mid-control will lead to any sort of success here. It looks like they're going back towards B, though. 2 players at the T steps. Still, in terms of utility, they have a couple of smokes, a few flashbangs, so enough to smoke coffins and spawn. That would be it. No Molotovs at this point.
Bombs down at the base of T ramp, though.
Okay, so this could be a little bit of a fake towards B, or at least showing presence.
No, I think they
Keeps
just
you there.
forgot it.
Nah, I think they get it now, sure.
NBK's like, oh.
They're just showing shots to make sure the CTs don't have vision there, I suppose. And they'll go back to A.
Clock's running down, though. 30 seconds. Alu is here.
Yes,
Hello
excellent.
now. They've been focusing quad, though, Vitality. I'll say that much, so it might be okay.
Oh, they're
no,
going
changing it
at
up.
him, baby. They're going at him.
Changing it up. Oh, go on. have a-
Flashed
Peek
off.
that. Peek that. Yeah!
There
Get
we
yourself one more. Get yourself
Go
one
on,
more,
swing it
Alu.
Jason, you're sick.
Woo!
You're a sick man, Jason.
He wants another. Oof. That's double digits, right? There it is.
There we are.
Oh, at the halfway point as well.
Right at
Right-
about the halfway
Right
point,
on
yeah.
schedule.
It's a tight-ass bet we've made here. I'm not saying that just because of how I look in a dress. Not that I know how I look in a dress. Just saying.
Really sit yourself up.
Really
buddy.
kind of trying to drive it home here. You guys are sick freaks, and ultimately, Alu, my fate rests in your palm.
And it's an eco as well here. Little partial bite.
Get hungry. Go hunting.
Yeah, rush down mid with your op. Force the issue. Oof. Buffalo sauce entering the nasal cavity. Really a
Stomach
spice of life.
Grumbling.
Stomach rumbling.
No breakfast now. Tries to maintain focus on the task at hand.
Yes, he does. Meanwhile, it's going to be Vitality with nothing to work with in this round thus far. 3 smokes on their person. Some upgraded pistols. And as it stands, they've gained control of Banana, but there's nothing really that they can force there. Don't have any real leeway into the site. They're going to go ahead and traverse back down the middle.
Back to middle.
Where Alu is posted up.
Yes, he is.
Back to the op.
Again, my friends are all weirdos.
Are they coming down today, or?
Funniest man in esports, ladies and gentlemen, hands down, bar none, HenryG. He's
That's not bad. That was well done.
Available for bookings. Oh, there you go. No.
Oh, yeah! That's what we needed.
Alu getting smoked.
Oh,
Everybody's getting smoked on the side of ENCE right now.
All
good
it took was
God.
some pistols here for Vitality to get into the game, it seems. 2 alive for ENCE at 6-7 and Alexi B. The bomb site has fallen. Bomb planted. Now what will they do?
I don't know what that plan was there.
Real
That was an
strange
optimistic.
idea.
Yeah, that was very awkward.
Sure, there was an end goal, but we just couldn't see it,
It
from our
probably
angle.
played out much better in his head before he did it.
It was like Foon down middle. And like,
Yeah. It's like, yo, I'm going to get this,
And go
this
catch up with
food
these
into a
guys.
half peek, bait out a shot, get 3 kills.
It's going to be the quickest shoulder peek you ever seen. I'm
It's
going
going
to
to be
Foon
sick.
back.
It's going to be all over Reddit.
Yeah, basically. But ultimately, he just dies. So, Alexi B will save and hold on to this AUG. And it'll be a first round of the board. Vitality showing up here.
That money is so insane.
Well, the good part for, I guess, Vitality, yeah, they netted themselves, what, 4 weapons right there?
Yeah.
So they have built themselves a little bit of a cushion. How long will it last, though?
This is so sick.
Peace. Just
Well, if that's what it takes to get around,
Yeah, that's good.
they are in trouble. We'll see whether they can maintain it. But they do get decent money now, at least. They win the round on a partial buy. They'll get 30 to 50.
Now
on top of
Ali's
that.
pissed. He's so mad.
great.
Oh, is he gonna take the challenge to
He
Zymo?
loves this peak. He nails this peak.
Flashbang was
Nails
good,
it until Jason says it, like usual.
The flashbang very good. They're obviously aware of his antics and his tendencies. Oh, spots a couple of them. X7 in trouble now.
Boy,
RPG on the board now.
it's good. Alu with the tightest of angles.
Oh dear.
Don't do it to me, man.
Come on, baby. I've never asked you for anything.
Uh-oh. Get him out. Get him out.
That's a bold route to run. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, right.
Oh no! All right, Ariel in the pit. 3 on 2, but
Ooh.
he's dispatched by the Deeg, and Zywoo can post up with that op. Now he can protect the planter at range. This gets dangerous for ENCE.
Yes, it does. Getting baited by the grenade sound.
Oh, that smoke as well. That's brutal. Oh, they're gonna go right through it anyways, though. Oh nope, they did not find the timing, and the Molotov missed.
Yeah.
Might want to back away.
Oh, nope.
Through they go. And slaughtered they get.
Slaughtered they get. That's right. But the money is just perfectly fine over here, friends. Being fiscally responsible, also winning rounds. They all go tandem.
All right, always got a little bit quiet. We don't like this.
Don't like it one bit.
Not even a little bit.
I'm loving it.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
That was probably the saddest rendition of that tune I've ever heard.
It is very cheerful.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like, don't bring me down. Well, getting pushed around and beaten up was ENCE on Banana last round. We're not going to give it up that easy, though. Almost a double there for Zywoo, but he only legs Alexi B.
So it's given them banana control, which they've struggled to find. They've had it once or twice. Ooh,
Time to GTFO, Alex.
yeah, bold peek. Doesn't want anything to do with that. And a contact play. Gonna come in with the smoke before they can even respond. That's beautiful. Well done, but oh, right around the edge. X7 can't do it. They can actually get here in time, and if they can find a kill quickly, they might want to actually go for this.
Yeah, MBK's having some really impact frags here.
That Halls player, that A player, isn't budging an inch, so this is gonna be a safe call.
They're out.
Oh, man.
Alu's hanging out, though. For a little bit.
I don't think they'll be exiting through CD spawn though. So
One can hope.
yeah, it'd be an absolute nightmare if they did. No real reason.
You'd have to be a madman.
They should be leaving for banana. They know that's clear.
Think he's going to go for a wide peak at the very end? Yeah, he's not budging.
No, man. Come on now.
All right, then. 3 stay alive for ENCE and 3 rounds on the board for Vitality.
Yeah, again, 4 guns coming back from that round.
Yeah.
That's going to go a long way for Vitality, who have to crawl back into this half. They let it escape from him very early on.
Let's get Alu a little bit more aggressive.
Or we just kind of leave him alone, just kind of let him do whatever.
He's got 4 rounds.
He's doing just fine.
4 rounds, 10 kills. That's very doable.
Cheeky ace. That's all we're asking for.
2 of them, back-to-back, of course.
That'd be epic.
I think we'd all have to put on dresses for
That
that.
sequence would go down in history.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
you love
this.
this.
Yes.
Oh, this is actually looking good for Vitality. They know they've got them in a compromised position.
Yes.
X7 will do what he can. Alexi B fighting back with that AUG, and they fend them off for now. Alu can't get it done here at all,
Yes.
Jason.
This is, oh, it's not good.
It's
It's
filthy.
fantastic. Alu,
filthy in a
15
bad
HP.
Yeah.
He falls himself back to the new box with that AWP. He's really hurt. Doesn't want to risk it out there.
I mean, this becomes really interesting because Vitality's really had to like claw themselves back into this position to even start having a good half. It was 8-0 at one point, and they hadn't gotten anything done. Now they're finding banana control consistently. They've had it a couple times. Now this can help open up the map a little bit.
Yeah, I can't imagine ENCE getting too aggressive in this moment. They've had a string of rounds that they've taken an L on. Looking a little bit more vulnerable now than they did when they started.
Sorry, Alu's got all the missed shots out of the way early.
Yep, sure. Of course, now he's repositioned himself to Graveyard. Will surely get a few. Meanwhile, it's Ariel and Zaiwu that go trade for trade.
Oh, he's not looking comfortable, is he?
I love it.
It's not his best.
He's not looking great. And I think the pressure is getting to him of the dress, not so much the semifinals.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Well, there's still a chance. You might as well go for this one. 2 versus 1. Bomb only just gone down. He's smoked out from the library position, but that starts to clear. Another one to deal with here. It's a pretty common smoke. We'll see whether he has the balls to push through it.
If he holds on to that weapon, they can buy up again with a pretty healthy buy.
He's committed at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, but he's found a great timing to get by. He's just never going to expect Graveyard, is he?
Nope.
Never will check Graveyard. And he goes down for free. Nice job from Alex being patient.
Yeah, guaranteeing the round there.
Yep.
And he holds on to the AUG. Plenty of money should they want to pick up an op. Over on the side of Vitality. Pause comes out.
It actually turns into a really nice game all of a sudden.
Yep, this is another classic example, really, of the money system. Where they sat right now, they have got enough to buy it. The AUG comes out, so they're not doing too bad. They've actually got a pretty strong buy there.
That's the huge benefit. I remember at one point all 5 players on ENCE had over $10,000.
Yeah, right,
so
yeah.
they get a buy through that losing bonus building up, and they've essentially just never have to save.
Yeah, that's yeah. If you can keep the rounds clean,
Yeah.
it works out. So they could go for a double up setup here, and don't drop that in too often. But maybe they want to change things up a little bit, have a bit more poke potential at the start of the round. Focusing on the rifles for now. It will be X7 and Alexi B to be the final purchases here. Vitality, though, remember, they've been very reactive to these timeouts. They change things up quite dramatically when they sense the CTs may be adjusting. So we'll see if they will maybe throw a bit of a Hail Mary in. Go for something very fast-paced. They are sending 4 players towards T-step. This could be a fast B. And it could be exactly that, the change of pace. If they fully commit, that will be exactly that. CT's ready for it, and they have the advantage for now, but not for long. 3 players on the CT side for the B-bomb side. We'll see if that's going to be enough. Is there 4 there?
The 4th got over there very quickly. Alu hasn't even been involved with that AWP, so they haven't even spotted it yet. It's been all rifles that they've been trading back and forth, and now the AWP is trained onto the bomb.
Oh, we can still see it, I believe. I'm not sure. Be close. Oh, yeah, definitely can.
Uh-oh. And everyone just stops. Except for him.
Good adjustment from ENCE. They took the timeout. 4 players towards B. Look, could throw it away there, though. A chance that could have slipped out. But there it is. After losing 4 rounds in a row, ENCE will get a pretty decent round there towards the B area.
This has worked out quite well. So what's the next wager for someone? Jason, I think, or Halvor maybe?
Halvor needs one.
All right.
So what's it gonna
Bring
be?
it.
Dress bet?
Sure. Let's go.
You would look real nice.
I've got long legs.
Tight body.
It's that fair Norwegian
yeah,
skin.
that
Yeah.
would look real nice.
That is some nice ass skin.
You'd
right
slip
there.
into that thing,
I
no
mean,
problem.
like just regular.
I've been
skin.
working out. I've been doing squats lately too. So
Oh yeah, working on that peach.
Yep.
It's Princess Peach after all. So.
exactly.
Princess.
You really got to get committed to the cosplay, don't
Yeah.
you?
Christ. Yep. Zai with the AWP, 4 positioning on Banana. No one's peeking just yet.
Ooh.
And when they do,
Damn.
it doesn't even matter. Holy smokes, Alexi B just takes his head right off.
Yeah, Zywo didn't see that one coming at all. Nice teamwork from ENCE. Funnels them right back towards the A site, but CT still with 3 towards B. They're fixing that right now. Alu has certainly dropped off. Still, he's been at 10 for the last 5 rounds or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was since round 8 or since round 9. So yeah, it's been a minute, and it now puts the dress out of the realm of possibility. Trace is officially safe.
Clear.
Exonerated.
Yep, must be nice.
It is nice indeed. I would just like to first of all shout out to, those that have made this very possible in both Monster Gaming and Sennheiser, as well as Beyond the Summit. And Henry Greer.
Sure.
Greer. Yeah, that one started to
Henry
fall out.
Drewer.
Sure.
That's a new one. I think that one's with a J, actually. Last round of the first half. Round number 15. Alex getting in some jumping jacks there in spawn before he heads out.
Yeah, P250 available. That's about it. Is that an RPK at the top? Indeed. So, Galil, lack of utility, 3 AKs, and that P250. Alex still with the AWP as ENCE look to really give himself a strong chance of winning this third and final map. 11-4 be a great scoreline for them. They were actually on track for a perfect half. It's until that Deagle round came in from MBK, it opened the floodgates. They got 3 more after that.
Yeah, those Deagle shots were gorgeous. If Vitality somehow managed to get 5, that'd be so sick, considering how bleak this half looks. Apex going to lead the way, looking down for the flashes. Perfect execution. There's ZywOo trying to make the run, but doubled up in pit. They didn't expect that, and the strategy doesn't work whatsoever. But now finally starting to respond, and with Alu with the AWP, going to sit back. They'll be able to get the plant.
Ooh.
And maybe a little bit more.
That was a great shot from Apex. This is a big round. 2-on-2 now, giving themselves a decent chance. The flashbangs with the HG on top.
Damn.
That was really calculated. Well
Pretty
done.
cool. Yeah,
so
that's
bomb
really
does get planted. That's a little bit unfortunate, but Apex will reposition from the pit. Makes his way towards that bomb site. Smoke buys him a little bit of time. The flashbang certainly doesn't, though. He does recover, and nice teamwork. Really good retake there from ENCE. Strong stuff.
Those grenades were exactly what they needed right there, and they worked out to a perfection. 11-4 for ENCE.
Yeah, he called bank on that.
Definitely did.
Yep.
Called game.
Frick.
Well then.
So what would perhaps we just wait for Halvor for the next game? Or
Yeah, second.
Oh, we're doing
semifinal.
it for ENRG? All right.
Let's give some time.
because I don't feel like it would be a
Fair-
if
fair
this
shout.
goes 5 rounds to ENCE right now.
It's true.
Easy for ENCE.
Working on that hat.
No, I don't.
His
I don't
ENCE
need the
pants?
hat. The pants. Though.
That's what comes next.
I want the leggings, the ENCE leggings. I feel like I look really good in those.
Yeah,
They go
you
underneath.
got the calves for it.
Yeah, they're calf implants, but thank you. See that? See that calf implant?
Oh, that's what you paid for?
Yeah, man.
You want to get your money back, bro.
the calf implant. Anywho,
Oh,
they're not real calf implants, but Henry, you do look baller in that vest.
It looks pretty cool, doesn't it? I really feel like the whole black outfit I went for today and the tactical vest, it's popping.
And the white gym socks really do set
Yeah,
it off.
didn't
Like, I
really
think
consider that. I didn't think this would be perfect, but you know, my sock game would be better tomorrow.
it's all right. There's
It's
hot
important
wings.
with contrast.
Yeah.
Yep, true. Match is paused. Oh, there we
go.
are. Henry's not dress. I almost said dress, but
It's a little bit big.
can
Wow.
you do a spin for us, like stand up and stuff? Well, you got a headset on, but he's kind of like as tall as Doc Disrespect. So
Yeah. There we go. That's the whole look. I think it looks pretty nice, actually. Maybe bring this in, take this home with me. Bring
you
it
should
into
try.
the outfits.
You should wear that to the airport.
Yeah.
That's a normal thing. It's like tactical vests.
Yeah, I
you
don't
know.
see anything wrong here. Got my cell phone in this pocket.
So, yeah, like Twix bar here.
My crayons over here. So what's the big deal? I don't understand. Anyway, pause.
dear.
Not entirely sure why, but the second pistol is among us here. And we're about to send one of these teams on into the grand finals. As it looks, ENCE in the driver's seat, 11-4, and there's the freeze time being canceled. So should be back on course now. What are we expecting on the CT side out of Vitality?
Well, at this point, let's see how the pistol goes for them. They've been a little bit up and down in that department, but it will be, of course, Alex with the diffuse kit, the flashbangs. If they can pull this one off, we can have a conversation about their gun rounds. We might not even get that far if they fumble at this first hurdle in the second half.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping we do get to that point, though,
Oh,
because
just to note-
Vitality's been so good with it.
2 smokes on the T side suggests
Yeah.
they go banana. Eventually. We'll see, though.
Oh, they got spotted. BK in a bit of a sticky position right now. How is he going to get out of this one?
He ain't.
I was gonna
He's
say
not.
he's playing a dangerous game. He might just want to bail out. Didn't even have time for it.
Left in a hearse.
That's a bit of a godsend for ENCE because now
They haven't used any utility for that.
Right, so they can just hold up. They could give it another 30 seconds or so and then dump those 2 smokes he said. They had is likely to end up towards B, so here's a smoke for coffins. They'll put one in CT spawn as well. And there it is. Flash over. This is a very simple approach, but it's going to be very effective. Remember, there's no spam potential with the USPs. They really need vision to make them effective. And down they go, trying to get that vision. Doesn't work out for them. And there's still another player there. Apex might have wanted to go for a bit of stealth there, perhaps, but he's going to fight 2 for now. If he gets one more kill, there's a chance, but not so much anymore. RPK with only 2 frags to his name in that first half. I don't think he'll have what it takes to close this one out.
But still the first of his name. So we will be seeing him try to retake from Banana. 1v3. Perhaps he can do something. Gets gushed right away. And Sergey they close out the round and does begin to tack the nails in, perhaps.
Yeah, the first. The first of what could be many, and if your Vitality, I think buying in the second round is
I was about to ask you, what do you
really
think?
a rough prospect.
Well, on Inferno, it's one of the few maps where I don't mind it so much because you can get the Deagle armor smoke with the 1900, and you can treat it like a gun round. If they've gone SMG heavy, that could be something, but they
I think you
haven't
just
gone
wait.
for it. Yeah. I guess, like, there's a conversation to be had. They need that round, but at the same time, they've got a better chance of winning with rifles now.
Because you have to win. You have to win a strong round first,
Yeah.
right? Because you don't have a losing bonus built up yet. So I think maybe wait till maybe you want to get a shotgun. Maybe you want to get some kind of a close-up SMG. We don't see the P90 too often these days.
You really don't. It's only because it costs 2,350 with no extra kill reward. That's a gun that definitely needs a bit of love. You could probably take that down to $2,000, and it would become.
You know what?
Start sneaking in.
I don't really care if it's given any love. I don't
Yeah.
mind not seeing it.
You just gave it a big shout out.
Well, we don't see it often.
Actually,
I'm just saying
everything
I
you
don't.
said, Henry, nah.
We don't need to see it often.
I love it. I want to see it more.
You would.
We haven't seen it in this round thus far. And bomb site will fall there to ENCE, the last player in Apex over for Vitality. Just going to barrel down Banana and perhaps hit a shot.
Perhaps not.
Perhaps just kind of run away in cowering fear. We don't know.
13-4, locked in. Got to get $2,400 per player the next round. Is it going to be enough? They'll have enough for rifles, Kevlar, maybe not helmets, if they want to get kits and incendiaries. We shall see. 4 players survive for ENCE. Now, the issue Vitality have, if they are going to buy, the aforementioned helmets are a big issue because ENCE know that they didn't force by this round. They know it's coming next. So they're going to have SMGs here. So it's one of those rounds where you can do a really loose call. One of the SMGs removed, but now it's ENCE who can just say, like, should we go for an apartments rush? Should we go burst the middle with 5? And try and just punish the fact, take a bit of a crazier round, considering we're close to finishing this one off, throw in something they might not expect, and utilize these SMGs, especially the P90. That's got a lot of running gun potential.
That's probably what they're on the drawing board figuring out right now.
I think Vitality's got to focus on making sure they have the utility, the smokes, and the Molotovs to make sure something super fast-paced doesn't actually happen.
Sure.
The one who's going to be light on it looks like Zaiwu.
So yeah, they opted for helmets. They do detect the threat. So no kit so far. There's one. Alex will get it.
I think NBK goes SMG as well.
I think UMP as well would make sense.
Just to put another kit into play.
Just to get the incendiary and the smoke. A couple of flashes as well, and indeed. Oh, okay.
Oh,
well, Jason, what do you know? What do
of
you
a
know about
curveball.
CS?
Everything that you guys have ever thought.
Didn't see the auto shotgun coming, did you? Damn. I did not see that coming at all.
Well, let's see what he does with it.
UMP makes so much more sense to me, but yeah, indeed, that's what he can do.
I mean, well, the nice thing about the shotgun, you can park them in halls or close to boiler and just let everyone else rotate around them.
It's a ballsy call, though.
The early utility as well, 1 minute and 37, he threw that smoke out. So they're going to run out of nades to utilize on these choke points, and already in halls. Oh, this is going to be an explosion. This is going to be a waterfall. That shotgun is going to be useless at this range. The Famas has got to do all the work, and it's not going to.
He finds one with it, though.
We've got an AK now. And a second kill. It's all working out for him.
Oh, well. So that shotgun has paid off after all.
Yeah, maybe go back and pick that up.
Yeah, get it back. They're on their feet, at least. Not the most exciting round for ENCE, I suppose, with the P90 and the UMP there. But now, do they have enough still to continue the purchasing? They might want to take a bit of a partial here. They're all hovering around $3,000. It's aerial of a little bit more, 43.
That was such a good win for Vitality with 4 players surviving. You didn't lose the AWPs. It was glass cannon. There was a lot of dangers.
It's a sigh of relief, right? Like, okay, we have a chance now.
Yep. Here we go. NBK going to take a quick glance down mid, sees some legs, some ankles, sees a whole body. It's not fast pressure towards the speed bomb site, but they're going to start creeping up.
Yeah, the back foot. ENCE is leaning on it. Sergey nothing ahead of his unit. The initial skirmish out here on Banana looking in the way of fatality. They have taken a considerable amount of damage, though.
Zairu's being a little bit crazy. I'm kind of amazed that he got out of that alive with 6 HP. That was a bit eager.
Just Alu with the Tech 9, the Tech Nina. Can't do anything with it. So 5 stay alive here for that of Vitality. Wonder what the armor is on some of those guys.
It's really nice from Vitality challenging in that fashion as well. The delayed smokes and Molotovs. Saw it from ENCE in the first half as well. It's pretty deadly.
So they've made an interesting choice. So they could have taken another partial buy, but they've fully invested into 3 AKs.
I like
Tech
it.
9 CZs. Like, you're not, even if you win the round, it's not like you could steal the round away in the money. Like we said, they've already got plenty left there. Might have wanted to maybe take another partial buy, kind of putting yourself in a compromised position here. But yeah, they can still definitely win this round. It's not outside the realms of possibility, especially if you get the opening pick.
That's important, though.
That's a huge shot from RPK.
He wanted that op, too.
Yeah, he did. Not able to grab it. It was rolling down the slope.
Maybe next time, man.
It's not going to do a whole lot to delay. They're getting close up, though. They're going to try and retake this. This is so dangerous. There is anti-flash being played at the car with the CZ. It's not quick enough. 1 for 1, but the rotation is on its way. And actually now, if ENCE presses the issue, 1:10 on the clock, it's a risk with that smoke being thrown down. But they can try and get in here. It's only Apex at defense. Swinging out wide. He's missed his timing. Now he goes for the fight. Immediate headshot, but they've gotten into the site. RPK shows up. Here we go. Plant can go down. We'll see what Alexi B has in store.
Yeah, RPK can't go in for the deny because he's only 4 HP. He needs MBK to do most of the heavy lifting here. Alexi, though, a small chance of winning this. Doesn't really have anything but the decoy in his arsenal, so he'll try and reposition now towards the emo position. And at this stage, it's just a matter of time, I would say, before Vitality closes one out. He hasn't done anything too spectacular to get himself in a really crazy position. Not going to happen, and down he goes.
I'm surprised MBK actually threw that nade. That gave away his position entirely. Could have been dangerous. Bit of an off angle being held there. But 13-7.
13-7.
Remember, Vitality was down 8-0 at one point.
They were.
And it all turned because of a 2K from MBK.
MBK, yeah.
Yeah.
That deagle up mid.
We'll see how long hope lasts.
Alu is still not on 20 kills.
Yeah, that didn't really pan out, did it? Actually,
I mean, there was an attempt from you guys.
It felt good. It felt good at the start.
yeah.
I was going to honor it. I was just, waiting on it personally. I'm going to posture towards these halls area for ENCE with upgraded pistols. They are smoked off at the end of apartments, though.
Classic force spy tactic.
Waterfall?
The waterfall.
Yeah.
So they will be flashing off that chimney, smoking towards library. Oh, it's a nice incendiary. Did that land?
No, it got extinguished. It bounced off the body, but it has stopped them for now. And there's the slaughter.
Meat grinder.
Jesus.
RPK and NBK getting it done. Let's see another round for Vitality. And we're going to see some more weapons come out for ENCE, so should be a different looking round altogether.
Absolutely true. They finally got the 5 rifles out. Don't need the AWP on the T side. So, indeed, he got extinguished, but MBK, it did enough that I've really confused them and stifled them towards that choke point. Repositioned. Gets himself 4 kills.
I mean, even just the nade tag just stops you, right?
Yeah.
If you're that first guy, you're like, fuck.
Yeah, I mean, imagine
This isn't going to go well.
But imagine throwing that grenade and you hear the collision, like, oh shit, I gotta get out of here now immediately. Yeah.
Would have been pretty cool if it did actually land successfully, just roasting them in there as well. That would have been cool.
They're
But
just spamming it with odds.
Yeah.
It's like the embodiment of Counter-Strike.
your mind going elsewhere there, Jason?
Always.
No, you're just talking about roasting people in fire in a narrow corridor.
In a video game, sure.
Yeah.
Like it's
Dracarys.
You can say it with a little bit more emotion than that, Trace. You can do better.
No, man, if you didn't mess up the McDonald's song, I think I would have more initiative.
Listen, if a dragon heard you say that, it wouldn't be spewing fire anywhere.
Well, hopefully don't melt my chair.
Back to the game. 13-8. One of these teams going to the grand finals. Sergey gets a win, traded off by utility.
Back there. Are they going to pop through the smoke?
Yeah, only the French can do that. See? Nope, never mind. Take it back.
Yep. Secretly French Finns.
Yes.
Double smoke that.
A lot of damage done, though.
Ton of damage. And eventually Alexi falls. 7 on 3 HP. They're just trying to get the site, get this bomb planted, but they're having a real tough time here. Vitality really taking it to him. The hunt by Alu. Runs out of bullets mid-fight. Not a good feeling at all. Talk about having your pants on the floor.
And it's X7 on 3 HP.
It's already planted ZywOo's in the site.
Those mistakes are starting to show now. They're not together. They're all focusing on their own little individual quests there to the side. And X7 gives himself a fighting chance. He gets himself the defuse. ZywOo with the AWP. This needs to calm down. X7 needs to get a reload if possible. There is a kit there. ZywOo sits. If he fires a bullet, looks like he's in the right direction at this point. Oh, I like this from X7.
He's called the bluff.
You'll never check this.
Squeaky bump time.
Oh,
no, the Molotov.
He overthinks it. He had it.
I think you could have just thrown the Molotov without getting up on the box anyway.
Yeah,
of
just peeked
course.
out, jiggled it.
You just right-clicked and burned alive in it.
Yeah.
God damn.
As long as it spreads,
It was
you're
a
good,
nice
right?
Yeah, it would've been
idea,
fine, yeah.
but I felt like the position he put himself in, it's like you gambling anyway, right? Is he going to check
Yeah.
this or not? I think it was such a strong spot, he would have been fine.
Damn, that was real tight.
Molotov would have been, the 7 second would have been enough as well, I think. Like, if he did
yeah.
somehow
Yeah,
get it
yeah,
down.
for sure.
You can see, like, it got real low because he couldn't reload that. He
Like
does
right
so well.
Just
You
stand up and throw it right down.
The way it's planted, you would assume maybe he went to the pit or something like that. Like, that was a really nice idea. But
Well, even then, yeah, I don't know. That whole jumping on the box thing.
A lot of weird stuff happened that round. Alu chasing
Well,
into the library.
I think the reason why I did it is because he didn't want. him to hear
Ariel,
the-
hello?
He didn't want him to hear the sound of the Molotov lighting, right?
is he
Yeah.
burning in the underpass there?
A lot of people are
well,
burning
hell.
right now.
Yeah.
Oh, still gets the opening.
Take that.
The balls.
Well, we're getting scrappy again. I think they're just going to press the issue. I think they're just going to
Yeah, I feel like
Oh, look at
sometimes
the-
when you get in this point, you've got no utility, you've got to kill, you just think, fuck it, let's just get in there.
The rotation away as well.
Oh, pop flash. This could be sick. Oh, nice cutoff from Sergey. Alex doing everything he could. And that's going to be the round. ENCE is going to get to 14, and Vitality has to back off. Real scrummy round.
Yeah. Running for flames. So you said, was it Ariel? Was the underpass burning from the initial Molotov? Is that what you spotted?
Someone know that. Well, I'm not sure where Ariel was.
No, he was in
It's just
Banana.
like-
He was in
yeah.
Banana. He
Oh,
was
okay.
trying to. He had like the Molotov in front and behind, and he couldn't find
I see.
the safety
Right.
zone.
So everyone was
Sergey was like in the safe spot, then he ran
Sergey
forward and
pushes
burned down the
through
5.
The flames absolutely rails the top CT,
Yeah.
and that's the opening they needed.
It was very well timed too. It was
Yeah.
like it was intentional. You know, it was really
Well,
well done.
a lot of people like consider Molotovs to be force fields, and that's why those sort of plays work so well, because you're sat there, you may be reloading, and your flash is out. You feel like you're protected. If you can run through like a couple of seconds before the Molotov goes down, you time that well, you can catch CTs off guard.
Yeah. Just considering, oh, well, they haven't run through it to this point. They're not
Yeah.
going to run through it at all.
Right.
I mean, he does come out on the other side with 5 HP, and I mean, yeah, that kind of sucks, but it's worth getting that initial kill, right? So.
Okay, then. ENCE knocking on the door of Series Point here, looking to book themselves a place in the grand final. It's Liquid and NRG in our second game today. That's the other semi-final, of course. They'll be looking to get to the grand final. Say, after yesterday, it's a bit up in the air. Like, Liquid, I would say, still the favourites, but did drop to NRG yesterday. We'll see if this is where they can bounce back. ENCE
Damn.
will go down first. This time, ZywOo finds Sergey, gets some redemption there.
Yeah, Sergey's been making a lot of these selfless plays. A lot of the I'm going first mentality. Meanwhile, it's going to be ENCE that just gets eaten alive.
Yeah, no default there. Straight into the B commitment, lost players at the start, and had to keep going with it.
That worries me that they just had success in Banana like barely, and then they go right back to it as if that was the
Yeah.
recipe. That makes me feel like they're running low on ideas.
They're struggling a little bit. I feel like they're caught in the headlights. Their tactical timeout probably
Yeah.
needed last round after winning such a scrappy round before. I say
Yeah.
take a timeout then. Let's discuss this round properly. Let's bring the coach in. Let's work out how we don't throw this round away. 5 players committed to be at the start of the round. when you're losing numbers and damage as well. You've already seen it's an absolute nightmare there. They really cover everything in Molotovs and nades. Like, you might want to just slow that down and bait those nades out first.
I mean, it's also that whole mindset of once you get up to a certain point, maybe you're sitting on match point, you're sitting just about on the cusp, and there's a big deficit in numbers. You're thinking, oh, yeah, that round's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Eventually, you find yourself 14-10. Before you know it, could be 14-14.
Could be.
Will it be? That's the question. What do you think, chat?
You really like the chat.
I really love it.
We have no vision of the chat. We can't see it.
Yeah, we'll
But
get them interacting
they're
with each
still
other. It's good for them.
Yeah, get them out there.
Rather than spamming Kappa signs at each other and stuff. Whatever, dude.
Here's the flash to enable CTs get that access towards B.
Oh. Wow.
I think this might have been a little bit of an overcommitment in CTs. The money is pretty obviously low. They will recover with the frag, but still a 4-on-4, and it slows them down. So that presence from Alex at least will save the day in that respect. They do manage to pick up an AUG though, so that boosts their chances somewhat here on the end side. They haven't fully invested into this one. Bit of cash left over at 2K. But yeah, Vitality definitely back in this game now. This is pretty much anyone's round. In terms of utility, not much. If you flashbang, I think they'll burst out of the apartments potentially here. See if they get the flash off the chimney and get the initial kill. Hopefully MBK won't be there to get a 4K this time. There's the flash. The commitment comes through. MBK knows all too well how to handle this one. He'll be getting himself 3 frags. It's a 2 versus 1. A small chance here for X7. Certainly has a lot of work to do, and interesting approach at the end there. But that will be it.
It's worked pretty well. He had that peak too on the arch side where he was spooning.
Oh yeah,
So, X7
doing things a little bit differently.
playing Quake. Y'all are playing Counter-Strike. 14-11. It's going to buy into it. Ali with the op. 5 kills in the half, I think, right? He had 10 at half.
It might have been 11.
Well done.
Oh.
Slower paced and a little bit more calculated at events. Taking Hull's control. They've got this dangerous stack to work through, though. Imagine eventually Ariel's going to be joined up with X7 to take over that. A lot of faith placed in ZywOo by RPK. Ooh, there we are. It's well rewarded. Blind shot as well, and ENCE gets absolutely nothing until Alu. Great response, even tagging NBK as well. He spotted one drop in towards pit, so they've got that information. One in sight, one in the pit. And now forced back by the Molotov, but reinforcements have come to the A site. If ENCE can find a nice timing on this bomb site, that smoke is not going to hold them back. This could be everything.
It's really up in the air right now. ENCE again, Jason, committing through the smoke this time. A little bit more successful. The gap is there, though. You've got to nail that smoke. It'll be up to Alex, though, who'll just try and deny the plant. Doesn't actually land successfully, though. 3 versus 2 in favor of Vitality. Bomb doesn't get planted. Now it will. Ooh, not quite. This is really scrappy from ENCE. They're struggling here. It's falling apart.
Yeah, it is. Alu's got to get aggressive. He's got one. He can turn around up in hand. Low HP, going to try and ignore the smoke, get the bomb planted. He's going to fake it out. Hopefully someone's going to get drawn in, and I think that's the end. They're going to start circling from behind. Going to take this fight. Misses the shot. Now he just has to survive. Last kill is not going to be presented to him.
Damn.
That was real awkward for ENCE inside the bomb site.
They landed some good shots, but let's just break that down. They've gone through, with time remaining, they've gone through that smoke one by one. They've then missed their smoke in CT spawn, like the most kind of like basic smoke on the map, essentially. That's one everyone knows. You can't be missing that one.
Accidentally throw that.
Yeah, there was a massive gap in that. Whether there's a Molotov there. That
Has something happened to the area around it? Because, I don't know, like for the last 2 months, I've seen more and more teams. So just more and more people in general having a gap in that smoke.
I think it's just like, it's so easy to throw it. People are like getting a little bit carried away with that and not just doing the proper lineup, perhaps. I don't know.
Alu going up real fast in mid, bro. ZywOo ain't having none of that. So the ops are out on the table. Sergey picks it up off of Alu. ZywOo's still very much alive inside of the site, and he's going to be defending the hell out of it. Well, there's a little bit of a pinch from the other side. Eventually, ZywOo does fall, and that defense of the site has as well.
Oh, this is anyone's round now. They've given themselves a fighting chance here, but RPK not wasting any time. They've gone through together. Wow. This is looking good. They've got it down to a 2 versus 1. sergej with the AWP. It's really not the ideal weapon.
Oh, no.
The sound cue of the Molotov, it gives it up, and that's going to be the kill. Vitality win a huge round there. Deny the plant as well. I love that pounce as well. Before they even get a chance to plant the bomb, they're all through there. 3 of them through the smoke. No chance to set up. No post-plant positions. They're on the bomb site, and they're applying so much pressure.
And they have complete control of this game now. Even down 1 round, it feels like they have the advantage. I mean, they've solved everything. They've been winning some of the early fights. They've been able to hold ENCE back in some of the early duels. They've been able to win out in these clutches and these weird situations in the bomb sites.
And they just keep hammering away at him when they're going to get this bomb planted, and it's just totally throwing ENCE for a curveball. Looks like they want to pressure Banana again early on. This Molotov's going to keep it back just a little bit. sergej's not going to be running through this one. Use some more there again. Upgraded pistols for the side of ENCE. Smoke is going to maybe deter them, but not X7. He fully committed to the project. And ultimately, when you're getting torn apart.
Yeah, when you're trying to bang your head through the brick wall in Banana with that smoke up and everything, like that is just like, that's a red flag.
Yep. That's, I mean, there's just no creative juice in that, right?
Just what a disadvantage to put yourself into early on. 3 on 5, 1 smoke to use for the ENCE side. This Deagle better be incredible if they want the openings.
Tech 9.
All right, if he wins that fight, Halvor has to put on the dress.
All right, deal. Halvor accepts that deal.
On behalf of Halvor, I accept that deal in his honor.
Why, thank you. How kind.
Don't worry, that fight's never going to happen. They're going to go ahead and traverse back to top middle. After being Molotoved off on the porch side, let's start to look at their options towards the arch. That big grenade on sergej, though. That one hurt.
Bomb down. Any chances they had of this round have been stomped to the ground. It's going to be Vitality. Trace, you called it up about 5 rounds ago. You said, well, 14-9 now. All of a sudden, that could be 14-14, and that's exactly what's happened. Vitality could steal this game away. Full reverse sweep. It's been a really disappointing tournament for ENCE. Yes, they're in the semi-finals, but it's not the way they wanted to get here. For the skin, by the skin of their teeth, they got through. First map looked good. Second, not so much, and now finding themselves struggling to close this one out.
To let you know, just a sense of how dominant this is, I mean, ENCE was up 8-0, so this is a 14-6 run for Vitality. If that had just been, if the score was 14-6, you'd just be saying Vitality's just destroying ENCE.
And consider this, right? Like, halftime score was 11-4, ENCE wins pistol.
Yeah, there's that too.
So, they were up 13-4.
ENCE fans now on the edge of their seats as we look at what is ultimately series point in the near future, as well as a berth into those grand finals.
Do we think overtime is in play here? Or has ENCE just been so flat on their T side that it's not looking likely?
I'd like to believe.
Maybe ENCE smelled the chicken wings and they're like, you know what, guys, Wingstop.
They're distracted?
Wingstop out there on the table, so...
Yeah, that's where I'm going after this one.
Immediately following this.
Well, here we go. The last couple of rounds here. Overtime certainly possible. Alex doesn't want to get there, though. He'll be finding the first frag. X7 by himself towards A. Zyro is in the open here, but the smoke doesn't block his vision, it seems. He will be taking down sergej, and this is another nightmare scenario. ENCE either go for 1 by 1, or they fall back with 30 seconds back towards A. I guess they save the guns. Yeah, that's what they
But even
can.
if you save, you have 2 players who can't buy utility.
Yeah, you could have 3 players that get no extra cash, so you get no extra grenades on
Why are
those
2
guys.
people staying
Like
back?
Ariel and Alu.
Yeah, what are they
So,
thinking?
to be fair, we've got
They're lost,
Alexio
mate.
$900.
They have no idea what to do.
Yeah.
They're shook.
This seems like a big breakdown at the command level of what's going on here.
Can we bring up the scoreboard? They're maximum loss bonus, right? Yeah, indeed.
Oh, yeah. No, they've been
just to confirm.
That
been there for a while.
That is an ugly second half.
So they get
round
3,400.
line.
3 players don't get money, but they have at least got weaponry. They'll barely be able to buy any grenades. I think there's $900 on one of them, so you can get a smoke, a couple of flashes maybe.
Man, Vitality's playing for the grand finals.
Yeah,
and they will have earned that grand finals if they can do this.
Damn
100%.
2 players without any grenades at all, but it's Alo with his AWP. This all comes down to this moment. They had a 14-7 lead, and now Vitality has stolen that away. They're the ones who have found series point first. What a grind it has been. They said the group stages, it meant nothing essentially. They had to prove themselves in the best of 3 today, and they've worked hard for this. They've had to dig so deep to get back in this game. ENCE Have certainly been scrappy. Apex trying to force the issue here. The flashbang makes things uncomfortable.
Oh no, what have they done?
They might have given it up in round 30.
Oh,
That's a rough one. A tough pill to swallow.
Zywoo coming in hot.
He
just got
is.
spotted.
Sergey
Yep.
continues willing his rampage on Banana.
Damn.
This is not what Vitality fans wanted to see. Looking like some bonus rounds here, unless RBK can do something miraculous, but I'd say this one's all but over.
ENCE was
There it
just given a gift. 4 kills for Sergey to force overtime on this third map. Here we go.
Yeah, ENCE, like, that's a scary one for ENCE. All things considered, I didn't even see any sort of indication there that they were going to be able to figure out this T side at all.
I don't really think they figured it out either. It's
It just
like,
kind of worked out that
yeah.
Sergey got a 4K, right?
I mean, it's kind of easy to be critical of that play by Vitality because you're just like, ENCE had only won a single gun round that entire half. So why are you trying to be the aggressors in that
Well, I
situation?
don't mind that.
It's
round 30,
it's not
right?
like
it's-
they haven't done it in their CT side as well. Like maybe we've seen Apex getting flashed out a couple of times. He's even gotten picked off a couple of times on that
it's
That's what I'm
aggressive
saying.
play.
I know it's easy to you can always have the conversation about it. It's easy to be critical with the way it panned
Oh yeah,
out,
like
right?
you don't look to your in-game leader and blame him. Like it's an idea, it sure didn't work out. But a lot of teams when they get to match point, they'll play not to lose, right? They'll go super passive and play that standard. Like I like in-game leaders taking things into their own hands and
Like
say like
an initiative to get
yeah,
into the
right.
fight.
Instead of us
Yeah.
sitting back and cowering and like making mistakes, let's have an objective here. Let's work together and see if we can get the flash kills and at least get that first pick and surprise them. So it wasn't necessarily a bad call, just really nice shots from Sergey. Finally, they bust through that B site, and it will be overtime. I think this is, we do 10k MR3 here, so it's first to 19, 18-18 for double overtime.
Oh boy.
We'll see if we get that typical swing with OTs as well, where pretty much regulation scores doesn't matter at all. I mean, we saw strong CT sides from both teams here.
Well, this is the real
To this
opportunity to reset, right?
Yeah.
For both teams. That if this didn't work, let's kind of recenter. Let's kind of bring it back into focus here, and really figure it out what it is that is keeping us on top of our opponent.
Third map, overtime on Inferno. We've been here many times before. ENCE will continue that campaign on the T side here. It's been rough, but I feel like getting to overtime will be a mental release.
Absolutely.
So something they can say, right, we can calm down now. We've learned what the issues are. I feel like it's all falling apart there in the final commitment to where they're going to finish up. One thing will happen, it slows them down. They're not sure how to recover.
Yeah. And inversely, Vitality, they kind of got to look at this and say, well, this was working. We should go back to what we had.
Yeah. No orb for Zywoo. Just know that is on there M4. No real damage given out on either sides. Middle control granted, though. It's RPK playing with the barrels. Sentry just to push them back. Nice time to throw it. 35 seconds comes through.
Sound cue there. We're going to see that Molotov fly right over the A site into a smoke. You heard it diffuse.
Ooh, just a little bit too far to the right.
Yeah, they want to try to dip off the spawn, it looked like, but Zywoo's going to be there to answer the call, blocking off all of Arch. MBK doing what he can from the pit. And it's just Alu and Sergey, and they've doubled back all the way to B, but they're running in right into 2 defenders of Vitality.
Well, that's a nice, easy win. 1 HP. Alu now. It's a swift shot, but the relocation is way too strong. Nice play from Alex.
Yeah, and he was just playing the time there as well. There was 7
Yep.
seconds left when he dropped down. He goes down to 1 HP, by the way. Wasn't the cleanest a shot from him from that boost position, but regardless, he gets the kill, repositions, runs down the clock. Really good play.
Here's the thing: if you're Vitality now, you just say, "Listen, no more aggressive shit. Let's just
Yeah, let's reel that in.
like they haven't even proven they can beat the passive stuff. Every
Yeah.
time they force into making some kind of a play into an opening step, they get demolished.
DE_steroid. That one was just for you, Jason.
I like that one.
Saving the gold for the semis.
Yep, that's what I was doing. Saving strats for the semis. We'll continue down into this overtime. Vitality picking up the first. Banana control there, too, on top of it, going into the second round. But this is going to be a contest, isn't it? It's going to continue to fight over it. Sergey has been the entry man. Sergey has been leading the charge and the offensive pushes that ENCE has been making. Get him in there. Hell, he got him to overtime.
Really did. Banana controls that. 2 CTs waiting.
It's just much like that Deagle round from NBK. Like if you're gonna rely on Sergey to go up Banana and get you the 3 opening kills, that's the recipe to winning a T round. You're in some trouble.
Oh, that nade's strong.
Oof, that's a big aerial strike.
Just let that one sit there for a second.
You guys are the ones sitting there, okay? Jeez. Whatever. Haters gonna hate. That's all I gotta say about that.
Twitch chat, back him up.
Yeah. Help me out, fellas and ladies. Anyway, RPK nested up in the back of the site, does get the frag, and that puts a 17th for that of Vitality. Strong start here for the Frenchman and the one UK guy that.
For one Brit, flying the flag high. We've lost one already.
In the tournament, of course.
In the
Nothing
tournament,
like super serious or
Still
anything.
pull
just
one out
kinda-
for the homie. We'll see 2-0 come through for Vitality. If they're buying AWPs on the T side, money comes a bit of an issue. You can see, actually 2 pistols here. So 3 AKs, and they're going to struggle. Then this looks like an almost guaranteed 3-0 here, unless Sergey can find another ridiculous sequence.
Well, okay, this time it's not
Went for
Apex
it.
being sent forward. It's Sai.
Oh, he hit it!
Oh, wow.
I actually get the leg on it. Like, oh, there we go. The
From
follow-up.
grave. Nice.
Vitality have done those combos a couple of times, actually, where they let no one like escape a banana once they've committed.
Well, 3 on 4 to try and get 1 round in this overtime half.
Yeah, getting skunked on the first of OTs.
Could Ariel potentially pick up an op, or pick up a gun at least in top banana? I think that might be the goal.
I think so, yeah. I think there's one laying down somewhere, yeah.
There we go.
Easily. And a Molotov.
Yeah, he's got some utility there, too. Still, the numbers an advantage here for Vitality, and they're going to try to hold on to this B site. Just a smoke separating.
Apex expecting a boost here behind the smoke.
Holding fast. 50 seconds on the clock.
Rotation coming over from Vitality, though, so they will have 2 players. Might boost up Alex here. And it will get cleared as well, though.
A chance.
Ooh, he's a little bit high. Got some damage. Nothing too exciting. 2 maybe players on the flank, though. This
Yes.
could be nasty. And RPK's got utility.
Still 3v3 here on the retake for Vitality.
Here we go.
Use that Molotov towards new box. Try to regain control of this site.
Alice
Decent
coming
molly.
to get out.
Oh, wow.
2 of them towards Emo. A classic setup here. You will check it now. You need it to really be bit. Oh, he challenged it. I've respected Ariel. This could be it, though. Look for the 3-0, and they've got it. As long as he's got the kit, which he does, and it's going to be quite the defuse there. So, Jason, I'm sure you're aware of that approach. You put 2 towards Emo, right? You have 1 challenging, 1 hiding, with the understanding that no one's going to face. So, I don't know why he would at least experiment with that idea and run the bomb down a little bit more, right?
Maybe
Yeah, just stay way more hidden.
Yeah, instead of swinging out like that.
I think the 1v2 might have made him nervous. I actually thought that swing was a bit aggressive if you're going to try and bait someone into thinking that.
Yeah.
Just a full commit.
Yeah.
But again, that's getting very
Well,
nitpicky, isn't it?
Sure.
Perhaps he also thought somehow. I mean, was he all the way back in the corner? I mean,
He was definitely, he was looked into the corner, he was hidden away. I guess it was just because his teammate died so early. He assumed they were going to check it. It is a very common check.
Could have gotten a
So,
drop on, one of the 2 players
yeah, maybe
coming onto the
he
site.
said he's close, he's low. Could have swung out,
Yeah.
try to get the advantage.
But that double dark, I mean, that's pretty nice one.
yeah, that's a bit old school.
Do
I
like it. Kicking it old school.
All right, so Vitality needs 1. That's all it takes. But to be fair, they've been playing CT side for so long now that we shouldn't forget.
Forgotten how it all works.
Yeah, but we shouldn't forget the fact that they struggled massively on their T side as well.
Well, they're anticipating banana from the looks of it. Got 4 over here. It's going to be Zywoo that rings out first.
No
And
way.
second.
He's had enough.
He's going to keep going through it. He doesn't really care, does
There's
he?
4 here again. He wants them all. Get him out of here.
He's the
Right
closer.
into his own hand as Zywoo couldn't make it up.
That's it.
That's
Back it up,
it.
boys.
Put
Stick
a bow
fork in
on
it,
it.
Henry.
Put a fork in it, Jason. It's done. Oh
Wow.
my God!
Look
yeah,
at
look at
that's
Keep it on there
deserved.
for a second.
That's deserved.
You're going to give me a high five, or I'll take that high
Well,
five.
I take it all back. I said coming into this semi-final, Zywoo has been quiet. He gets 36 frags on overpass. He closes out with 4K in overtime on Inferno. That is world-class, sick Counter-Strike. Really impressive stuff. An exciting finish to a great series. You got to feel for ENCE, boys. The fact they were 14-7 up and giving it away in overtime is going to be the most gutting ways to let it go.
Giving that testament to the Vitality side, I mean, this is something where they've really battled back into
It's
it. on their
become a
own.
specialty of them.
Yeah,
theirs,
it's like, hey, you
right?
know what? This is actually how we prefer to play the game.
Yeah, just another in the long line of impressive performances, impressive things we've seen out of them this week.
Ooh, that was exciting.
That was a
That
good
was-
way to end the game.
That's woken me up.
Damn.
I feel phenomenal.
Now
Stomach ache's gone away, headache's gone away.
Yeah.
Chicken wings ain't got away, though. I just kind of
Yeah, get some chicken wings in you. Then you'll be at 100%.
You need that.
You'll be ready.
And they're out of blue cheese, so you're
Hell no, they aren't.
I actually went and threw it all in the trash. So.
Listen,
Sorry,
Trace,
man.
I'll push you down the stairs if you
Yeah?
do that.
You want to go
Don't
at it,
mess
little
my
guy?
blue cheese.
What's up, Momo? Look.
Okay.
Okay, more
All right.
importantly, let's talk about, Vitality has made it to the finals.
Yeah.
What does this say about ENCE in this moment?
Not their best tournament at all. This is they have not let themselves. There's something quite drastically going wrong on T sides, especially. It seems like they're quite flustered in key moments. It seems like maybe the pressure of being a top 3 team, top 5 team is getting to them a bit now. Like they're expected to perform. It's plateauing a little bit. It seems.
It's maybe specific.
Did we get that on
maps.
camera?
Yeah.
Champion.
I think it goes out of the frame, bro.
Yeah, I think it was right outside of it.
You missed it though. It was cool though.
No, I made it.
Wow.
All right, no, it's
Anyway,
all
guy that didn't miss a thing over here would be MBK. Talk to me about that, man, because you guys had to battle back from quite a discrepancy.
Yeah, I don't really know what happened. That's probably the best city half we've made ever
That's
was
crazy.
nuts.
of all time, I think. I mean, to be fair, is the things we worked on in practice.
It's
Some
All right,
fights
can we
going on.
stop
It's fine.
fucking
Okay.
around?
It's done. Go ahead.
It's unbelievable.
Like
Jesus.
we've worked on some
Amateurs.
very specific things in practice, especially our city side. So Inferno, I think it showed that we came up with a lot of things, and yeah, I don't know. I'm just. Then we also had the secret nuclear weapon that is Zaiwu.
Yeah.
Which is,
Especially in the last round. Like,
I've been saying for this
unreal.
tournament, normally I walk past you, like when you have a close game, he's like, Zai won't bail us out. You haven't really had that this tournament. He
Right.
he hasn't played bad, but he hasn't been like the godlike clutch on every single game. You've had like Apex, yourself, and RPK stepping up at key
I
moments.
think Alex is playing really well
This,
for
yeah,
Indian meeting as well,
he's-
right?
yeah, absolutely. But the fact is, Daewoo like had that form today, 36 frags on overpass.
Yes.
He closes it out with the craziest finishes I've seen to
Yeah.
a game in a long time.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you know how sick that was. You obviously didn't see it from his screen, but
Yeah, no.
he ran
It
out
was
to the top of
ridiculous.
banana.
Ridiculous.
I believe you.
Because you see the stack
Nuts.
coming in from the CTs, you see 4 of them barreling down to banana,
Right,
and then
yeah.
here's Zaiwu, this dude's just flinging op shots everywhere.
Running
Well,
through mollies. Like,
Yeah, like,
I want to ask you
wow.
something here. You unearthed the fact that Alex is calling for you on the T side right
Yes.
now. Your T side on the beginning of an Inferno, it was a struggle, right? You were down, I think, 8-0, something like that.
8-0.
The only way you got into the game was when you accessed middle with the double deagle kill.
Yep.
You did some crazy 180
Yeah.
there. Are
Definitely.
you guys supporting him at that point? Are you kind of giving in options when it gets to the 8-0 deficit? Are you stepping in and saying, right, we need to change things up? How's that
So
working?
that's going to be pretty fun for you because I'm going to counter that argument because
Yeah.
I'm leading the T side on Inferno.
Oh, I thought that was
On
oh,
Inferno.
Inferno.
Right,
Okay,
so
I was going to
just
say,
Inferno, yeah.
damn. I was going
we
to
have
say,
a line-
we've been building up the wrong narrative.
Exactly,
Oh,
yeah. we didn't lie to everybody. No, it's just on Inferno because
All right,
he didn't play
okay.
Inferno for like 2 years with LDRC or something like this.
Yeah, all right.
Or for how long, whatever it is.
Okay.
And
Scared
so
of
that's
that.
just the difference. So, yeah, no, I fucked up that half because, I don't know, they just adapted very, very well, which they did because we played online against them. And I think they're a very good team at like adapting those small things in their game plan. And so we come in with an idea and they swap small things that just throw everything away.
Yeah.
And no, I mean, that was big props to them on their city side and what they did to counter.
To kind of run with it though, is it the idea like long term that Alex is going to be taking over on Inferno as well, or is it because it's so foreign to him because they didn't really play it as much as for LDLC that they're
Yeah,
not
no,
going to touch it?
I don't really know. When we first swapped that with Alex coming into in-game leader on Terry's side, it was just an experiment at first that I brought out because I wanted him to be more comfortable in the team and he needs that. And so that worked out pretty good. And then regarding Inferno, I don't really know. In practice and online, we've had very good T halves, and especially even at Starlighter, that was 2 months ago or something. We had very good T halves that saved us. And that time, I don't know, it was just I didn't feel the game as much as I felt in other games, and so it just didn't work out very properly.
What's the biggest
So-
change you guys had coming into this event? Because this is probably the best we've seen you guys look over
Yeah.
the span of a week. Like, what was the big defining factor to you that?
I think for the past 2 weeks, we really checked what was wrong in our team and what made us really lose games. So like specific halves in a game. For example, City Half Inferno was terrible before for us. Overpass, we became pretty bad on City side as well. And a whole lot of things like this. And so we really focused on fixing those points because Alex really is locking down right now his T side, and like we're not very readable. So he makes a good job at like adapting and like anti-stratting people. So so that works pretty good. So we trust him 100%. He works a lot with our coach to make that work 100%. And I just went through a overhaul of our city halves and how we were approaching and how to adapt that. And that's pretty much it. And then headshots, I guess. That's
like
the
the
main
headshots
point,
over.
yeah.
A little bit of
Classic
spring
headshots.
cleaning, basically.
Of course, yeah. And Zaiwu, yeah, like Apex said.
Yeah,
We
I like
conditioned
that.
Zaiwu.
Give him props, definitely. Like, remember, this guy's in his rookie year still, right? And he's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
unbelievably good.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's got an incredible future ahead of him. This is his first
Absolutely,
pro
yeah.
team, right? And it's been what, 6
It's gonna
months.
be fun.
This is gonna be a hell of a journey. for him.
Congratulations, you
Yes.
found you managed to find the next Kenny S.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish him to be better than him and reach #1. I think he has everything to make that happen.
Well,
so
congratulations twice over, because now you go to the finals. It's
Right,
either
yeah.
NRG or Liquid. How do you see that one going?
interesting because Vertigo is probably going to be left in the map pool.
Yeah, good
So I'm
point.
very curious
Yeah,
about that.
That's a good point.
And I don't know, my personal objective and priority for the team was getting into the final because, ENCE Liquid are second and third in the world, so it was already hard to reach that point. Group stage was just to qualify for the semis. And then, again, I think we have the capacities to take it, especially because of the whole event where we come in with everything to prove and 100% focused into that and wanting to win it, while other teams that have maybe other objectives, like preparing for the major, coming into GMAC Masters data, so like other events like this. So they're probably coming here without much focus on us. And I think that's a big point for us to perform good here because teams are not really focusing on us. They're like, oh,
Yeah,
all right, fuck it. We're just gonna let
well,
them on their side and
I feel
then
like
whatever.
you've made quite the statement at this event. Thank you so much for joining us. You do a
Sure
great
thing.
interview as usual with Nathan.
Thank you very much. Man.
We are going to be having the second semi-final coming up very shortly. That's between Liquid and NRG. Sorry, I didn't catch that, Jason. What we got?
Card A.
Card A. Let's go.
Card A. Yeah,
Give it to Nathan. Have Nathan try.
Yeah,
one
let's
out.
Yeah.
What is that?
Take that
Well,
for a
does this
spin.
conflict? No, it
That's card
doesn't.
A.
Does it?
No,
Oh yeah, you want to see if
That's a
that.
good
I
point.
feel like this is a
Maybe
bad
make
idea.
sure
Bad
that-
idea.
bad idea.
Cancel,
I
cancel,
cancel.
that's not
cancel,
possible.
cancel the
Sorry.
idea.
Everybody relax. Holy
I'm
shit.
leaving
Everybody
at
calm
that
down.
one. I'll
See
let
you,
you
man.
do that.
Yeah, run.
All right.
What a stupid idea that was.
Breathe, everyone.
Can't catch a break, can I? All right. So, card A. There's a giveaway going on for a limited edition Sennheiser GSP 600. And you can also head over to bts.gg/giveaway to do that. There's also some merch. Can't forget about the merch. I think, is anybody wearing some today? Jason is.
I got that jumper on.
Yeah. Yeah. Jason, rocking some of the merch. You can grab some for yourself.
Get some of those shorts as well. Nice legs coming out.
You like that?
Hey, man.
Yeah,
I,
do
got
like
your back, man. I'm on that
Yeah.
short life.
I came
so.
into I was like, we've been playing basketball. I'll wear some shorts today.
Yeah,
And of
get
course, it's cold and rainy outside.
Oh, dear.
But yeah, definitely some cool merch that comes out of BTS. I had one of the hoodies, I think, from the last event or the one before. It was like gray with the all the weapons of CS:GO on it. It's pretty cool.
This one right here, this crew neck sweater, the dad sweater, it's very comfortable.
Yeah?
Yeah.
From a dad?
Yeah, if you're going for the dad vibe, this is your best bet.
Yeah, so bts.gg/giveaway, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at Jason's shirt. Also, going to go ahead and dive into the chicken wings behind us. There's about a bucket of ranch back there we got to get into.
With your name on it.
Yep, we're out. We'll be back in a minute.